Hello guys! So, I am here today to share with you some tips, safety precaution, and what to bring or necessary things that you should bring during activities that I listed here, like hiking, trekking, and mountaineering. So, let's start for some tips for hiking. For the number one tip for hiking is let someone know your hiking plans. Number two, only take what's necessary for a safe, enjoyable hike to avoid carrying too much weight. Because too much weight maybe can cause you a easy tiredness or something like that. Number three, always bring enough water and drink a lot of water. Number four, choose a trail you can handle and give yourself time to build up to more difficult levels. And number five, the last one, hike with a companion. Because hiking with companion is much enjoyable than hiking just yourself only. Number one is hike with a buddy when at all possible. And number two, avoid venturing off the beaten path. For the number three, stay hydrated and bring drinking water. Number four, know where are you going ahead of time. Number five, keep an eye out for poison oak. And for the some necessary things that you should bring are number one, hiking backpack. Number two, weather appropriate clothing. So the clothes that you should bring should suitable for the weather. And number three, hiking boots or shoes. Also, your shoes that you should wear will be for hiking, not for any activity that is not suitable for hiking. Number four, bring plenty of food and water. Number five, navigation tools such as map, so that every time that you are feeling tired, you could lay down or rest in map. Number six, first aid or medication kit. If something bad happens or unexpected accident, then you have your first aid kit or the medication kit that you bring. And number seven, knife or multi-tool. So that's all for hiking, and let's proceed to the trekking. I have some listed here, also some tips for trekking. The number one tip that I listed here for trekking is start your trekking training early to give your body to adapt to the new demand that you are planning on it. Number two, choose the correct footwear for your trek. Number three, don't forget your walking socks. 4. Build leg strength with gym work. 5. Build your walking training so your legs wouldn't be easily get tired. The number 7. Practice using your backpack. 8. Use walking poles. 9. Hydrate yourself frequently when walking. Number 10. Fuel your trekking. So that's all for the tips that I have for trekking. And for the safety precautions, I have here. Number 1, plan your trip. Like the duration or how long you are going your trip. The companions, who are your companions or company during your trip. The budget. And see the weather first before doing your trip or trekking. Number 2, bring the right gear, but it depends on the length of your trip. Number 3, dress appropriately and bring layers. Yes, dress appropriately. Don't dress like you're just going somewhere. Dress like you are going to hike or to trek. Number 4, adapt to circumstances. Number 5, don't forget to drink. Never forget to drink. 6, protect your head from the sun. Or bring sunscreen or cream for your skin. Maybe you get sunburns, something like that. Number 7, know your route, so you couldn't disappear or mislay your route. Number 8, get your backpack ready. Always be ready and put your necessary things in your backpack before you're going to trip or to trek. Number 9, always tell someone about your plans and where you are going. So something will happen that you mislay or they don't know where you are. At least you tell them what your plans or yes. Number 10, start trekking early so you don't end up in the dark. Okay, let's proceed to the necessary things that you should bring during trekking. Number 1, water or water bottle, a savior in many ways, so that you couldn't forget to drink every time. Number 2, munching items like trail mix, dry fruits, chocolates, or energy bars. Number 3, day pack or the backpack. Your backpack should be organized well. And number 4, trekking shoes. Of course, you should wear a shoes that is for trekking, not for party like that. And number 5, Swiss knife, a multi-purpose tool set. Number 6, flashlight. Even if you are in the dark or night, at least you have flashlight. Number 7, hand sanitizer or alcohol. Especially during this pandemic, we should always bring alcohol or hand sanitizer everywhere that we will go. Number 8, trek pants. 9, cap or hat for sun. Number 10, sunscreen, sunblocks, and lip balms to prevent the sunburns. First aid or medical kit. So, for mountaineering, I had some tips that I listed here. Tips for mountaineering. Number 1, preparation and planning. Like preparing your things and planning the day you do your mountaineering. Number 2, footwear for mountaineering is depends on the weather or the forecast. If the weather is um, winter or summer, your shoes or your footwear should be suitable for that weather. Number 3, food for mountaineering. So you couldn't get hungry. Number 4, weather watching. So it is like I said earlier that see the forecast first to suit your footwear. Number 5, emergency shelter. 6, action for an emergency. Action for an emergency like calling the emergency services like 911 if something bad happened to you during your mountaineering. Number 7, be safe. You should be very careful during mountaineering and stay safe. Number 8, always carry an first aid. Never forget it. So, for the safety precautions that I listed here are: number 1, bring the right gear. Number 2, eat a good breakfast. Before you go to your mountaineering or before you do mountaineering, you should have your breakfast. Number 3, know your route. Number 4, be prepared for the weather. And that's all. Then for these things or necessary things that you should bring during your mountaineering are: number 1, a light, sturdy backpack, tent. Number 3, sleeping bag or mat. If you don't have tent, then at least sleeping bag or mat is you have. And number 4, earth pad. Number 5, flashlight. 6, whistle. Whistle is very important also during activities like mountaineering or hiking or trekking, because if something unexpected that you mislay with your company or companions, then you have your whistle, and whistle is much louder than our voice. Number 7, 2 sets of extra clothes. Yes, 2 sets of extra clothes if you plan to do your mountaineering few days before going back home. And number 8, insulated gloves. Number 9, extra socks. So you can change socks if you feel uncomfortable with your old socks. Number 10, fleece jacket, a rain-proof gear, bonnet, headscarf or malong. 11, bring a lot of foods that cannot easily expired, like a canned foods, noodles, something like those, and camera for selfies. And the last one is first aid kit or medication that is not unforgettable. That's all that I can share with you guys. Hope you like it, and yes. Thank you.